It's time for our daily business chat with Richard Southern, and we begin with a story that you've been following closely, Richard, the Ontario government's pandemic spending habits.
Yeah, there was a rather, Melissa, damning report from Ontario's fiscal watchdog recently on COVID spending, and I had the chance to ask the Premier directly about that today. Last week, the Financial Accountability Office said the Ford government didn't spend a penny of $2.7 billion in COVID relief money in the fiscal first quarter. That was from April to June. The FAO said none of this $2.7 billion for COVID response was spent. So I wanted to ask Ford directly about that today. Here's what he had to say.
Well, that was a snapshot in time, and make no mistake about it, we're going to be spending every single penny of what we've received. And again, there's no secret that we've spent billions and billions of dollars supporting the people of Ontario, supporting the businesses, supporting the healthcare system. We're going to continue doing that. There won't be a penny left on the table when it comes to the pandemic.
All right, so not a penny left, but, he didn't detail exactly what was spent, if anything, in the first quarter. Nobody else has been able to detail that from the government, so we're going to certainly continue to keep an eye on this one, Melissa.
Okay, now switching over to Netflix. They are acquiring the rights to some famous characters as a streaming giant searches for new content.
Yeah, they hope they have the golden ticket with this acquisition, Melissa, because they are buying the rights to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, among other things. Netflix purchasing the Ronald Dahl story company, and that includes, of course, all the works of the British fiction author, including Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, as well as the fantastic Mr. Fox and James and the Giant Peach. And yeah, Netflix looking for a lot of content. In fact, word is they're already working on a TV series that's based on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Dahl's books have been translated into 63 languages, sold more than 300 million copies. So Netflix hoping people will sign up for this one. The stock was up 3% today.
Okay, very cool. Now a new study is shining a very unfavorable light on Pearson Airport.
Yeah, J.D. Power and Associates out with a ranking today of airports, and YYZ right at the bottom, second to last. Pearson not ranking so good. The authors of the study said Pearson fared poorly because of facilities and pandemic policies. Long lines, baggage delays, and issues around the number of people allowed in the terminal because of the pandemic all contributed to the low ranking. The consumer insights firm also says labor shortages help lower scores for food and beverage services. Now, while Pearson scored low in this particular survey, another report earlier in the year by the Airports Council actually ranked Pearson tops in North America. So it depends who you listen to. Obviously, things are a little bit different right now at PIA than they normally would be.